Jesus redeems. And in John chapter 20, verses 3 to 8, there's kind of a race. Well, we read that Mary Magdalene tells both Peter and John that Jesus' body is not in the tomb. So Peter and John start running to the tomb, and John gets there first. John tells us that in his gospel. But then Peter arrives, and John didn't go into the tomb, but Peter doesn't really hold back that often. He goes into the tomb. And it almost sounds like this race. John got there first, he points out. But then I kind of picture Peter showing up and saying, no, it's not who gets here first, it's who goes in the tomb first. And then Peter runs ahead. The race is what's important. And the point is, and after they get inside the tomb and they see the strips of linen there and they see the burial cloth, but Jesus is not there, then John believes. He believes. He knows Jesus is risen. Jesus has overcome death. Both are happening in this passage, and it's a reminder that Jesus redeems our priorities. Do you have anything that's kind of petty or small or minor that captures your attention and your heart, but it's not the main thing? It's not what God really wants you to focus on. Jesus wants them to focus on his resurrection, and yet they're talking about who's arriving first. And so think about those distractions you might have in your life. Jesus redeems those distractions, and he helps us to refocus. He shifts our priorities. Are your priorities today lined up with Jesus' priorities? Are you centered on Jesus and his resurrection? And it might be a shift for your heart today, but let's line up with God.